There was a time when 3 letters meant everything in the car world. STI. The Subaru Technica International badge was more than a trim level. It was a promise of rally-bred performance, underdog spirit, and mechanical purity. From the dirt stages of WRC to suburban streets, the Impreza STI became the hero of a generation. But like all legends, its story isn't just about glory. It's also about compromises, changing markets, and ultimately, a painful goodbye. This is the rise and fall of the Subaru Impreza STI. It all begins in the early 90s with the GC8 Impreza, a compact sedan with a flat 4 heart and symmetrical all-wheel drive. Raw, light, and ready for rally stages. The WRX STI wasn't just a car, it was the road-going counterpart to Subaru's WRC monsters. And at its peak, the 22B STI. Wide arches, 2.2-liter turbocharged EJ, and rally homologation DNA. For many enthusiasts, the 22B is the holy grail, the car that was Subaru. A legend born in an era when rally heroes like Colin McRae made if in doubt, flat out, a way of life. The GC8 was loud, imperfect, unrefined, and that's why it was loved. As the 2000s rolled in, the STI evolved. The GD chassis brought the bug eye, then the sharper blob eye, and finally the iconic Hawkeye. Under the hood, the 2.0-liter turbo EJ20 in JDM markets, the larger AJ25 in the US. They made the STI faster, more powerful, and more accessible than ever. This was the STI's golden mainstream era. It became the dream poster car for tuners. Street racers, autocross junkies, and drag strip weekend warriors all saw it as the attainable hero. But with bigger engines and stricter emissions came cracks in the armor. EJ25 reliability issues, head gasket memes, and a heavier chassis, the STI was slowly drifting from its lightweight rally roots. 2008 brought the GR Hatchback STI, a bold move, but also divisive. Subaru wanted practicality, daily usability, and global appeal. The rally DNA was still there, but the car felt softer. For some, this was progress, more versatile, more mature. For others, it was the beginning of the end. The hatch gave Ken Block his Gymkhana fame, but many fans quietly longed for the sharper, rawer GC8 spirit. The STI was caught between 2 worlds, rally legend and family hatchback. By the time the VA generation STI arrived in 2015, the competition had moved on. The Evo was gone, the Focus RS and Civic Type R were stealing headlines, and Subaru, well, they kept the aging EJ25 alive, long past its prime. Yes, it still had hydraulic steering, a manual gearbox, and a spirit you couldn't fake. But in a world of dual clutch transmissions, turbocharged 4 cylinders pushing 300 plus horsepower reliably, and cutting-edge chassis, the STI felt frozen in time. Some loved it for that very reason. Others dismissed it as outdated. And then in 2022, Subaru confirmed the news no fan wanted to hear. There would be no next generation WRX STI. The reasons? Stricter emissions, a shift to electrification, the costs of developing a turbocharged performance halo car in a market that no longer prioritized it. Just like that, the STI was gone. Not with a bang, but with a corporate press release. So here's the debate. Was the STI's peak the 22B, the raw, uncompromised rally legend? Or was it the later EJ25 cars? Flawed, yes, but they brought the STI to more people than ever. The nostalgia tells us the 22B was the pinnacle. The reality reminds us that without the Blobeye, Hawkeye, and VA, the STI wouldn't have become a household name. Maybe the truth is this. The STI wasn't about peak numbers. It was about the feeling of AWD grip in the rain, of turbo spool echoing off back roads, of being part of something bigger than yourself, a community, a culture, a movement.
The Impreza STI is gone, but the memories, the battles, and the legends it created will never fade. Because sometimes a car isn't just a car. Sometimes it's a story. And the STI story will be told for generations to come. If you love uncovering the forgotten stories and hidden engineering behind the cars we grew up with, you're in the right place. This is PistonPop, where car culture lives forever. Subscribe and join the community keeping these legends alive.